Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. My name is Tim. I bring you Villages related content. The Villages is a 55 plus community located in Central Florida. It is the fastest growing community in the nation according to the 22-23 Metropolitan Statistical Analysis. It's also the safest city in Florida with a projected crime rate of 930 crimes for every 100,000 people. The Villages does have approximately 150,000 people that reside in it. Today's video is a Villages-news video. I came across this news article that you have on the screen in front of you entitled Community Development Districts in the Villages Could Take Over Enforcement of Age-Related Restrictions. It is dated July 12th, 2025. And for those new to the channel, the Villages is a 55 plus community. That means that at least one household member must be over the age of 55. And the state of Florida does have restrictions on age-restricted communities that no more than 20% of the residents can be under the age of 55. I will read the article to you and I will offer you my opinion and my experiences. The article goes like this: the community development districts are being offered the opportunity to take over enforcement of age-related restrictions at homes in the Villages. This past week, the boards of the community development districts 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, and 14 were offered the opportunity to consider taking over two enforcement powers that up until now have been exclusive to the developer. The first enforcement power is at least one member of the household must be 55, and no one under the age of 19 can live in the home more than 30 days. My first question about this first part is, why are they offering it to only a few of the residential districts? What about District 5, 6, 7? Maybe those board meetings will be held next week and they will be offered the same. But right now it appears that only a portion of the residential districts are being offered this. It's not a prevalent problem, but when there is a school bus arriving at a house in your neighborhood, it becomes a problem, said Deputy District Manager Carrie Duckett. I have never seen that in my community. That is new to me. All of the boards presented with the opportunity have agreed to delve deeper into the details. We have to take a look at it. We have to have some serious issues. We have had some serious issues. There are grandchildren who have been foisted off onto the grandparents by the parents who aren't living up to their responsibilities, said CDD Supervisor Gail Lesnesby. And that's true. When I was doing an open house video last year, there was a woman that was selling her patio villa in the northern part of the Villages. And when I went through and did the video, I noticed that there was a baby carriage in a spare bedroom. And I asked the woman, I said, why is there a baby carriage here? She said she is watching her grandchild because her daughter and her son-in-law could not care for that child. And the reason she was selling her home was because she was going to take on the grandchild full time. So I have seen that. He noted that a few years ago, CDD3 residents were fearful of an underage peeping Tom wreaking havoc in their neighborhood. I have not heard about that story. Lazembe said the developer has fallen short in enforcement of the restrictions, even when the district has called violations to the developer's attention. The only thing I can say there is when the developer sells a home, they do ask for the age of the individuals that are living in the home. So I think it's best that the developer still continue to enforce the one member of a household must be 55, because the developer is the one that sells most of the homes. But I do see that some of the pre-owned homes that are sold by MLS agents could be affected as well. CDD Two Supervisor Tom Swires wondered if the boards could make exceptions, as they are allowed to do in deed compliance cases. And he says that grandparents may have to take custody of grandchildren for 90 days because the parents, something happened to the parents. And that's true. I did see that when I was doing an open home video last year. The grandparent had to take over that and care for the child. District Council Mark Briones indicated the boards would likely have that authority, the authority to make exceptions, in much the same manner as they can grant homeowner extra time to resolve compliance issues, particularly when the board believes the homeowner is making a good faith effort. If the CDD boards move forward with this change, they will begin advertising for public hearings in which they would want feedback from residents. So that means they would hold open meetings, most likely at the Seabreeze Rec Center, at the Savannah Center, as well as the Rec Center in the South. And the public could go there and voice their opinion. Do you think the CDD boards would make an enforcement age in the villages? Share your thoughts. That's interesting. I think it is very difficult to monitor. I think when the developer sells the home, they do ask for the age. It happens when the home is resold, in most cases, through an MLS agent. They would need to check for the age restriction. I am not sure how this can actually be managed other than to take an annual census and ask the ages of the people residing in the homes. And typically the villages does have a complaint-driven system, and things usually go unchecked until a neighbor complains, and that's really how the complaint-driven system works. So I don't know what the community development districts could do better than what the developer could do. I just think that it's going to add additional costs to the community development districts if they choose to take this on, which in turn means your maintenance assessment fees, that one-time fee, that non-ad valorem charge you see on your property tax bill at the end of the year, that most likely would go up based on how they decide to police this and what costs they might incur. So that would be my only concern about this. I don't think that the CDDs could monitor this any better than the developer. I think it would add additional costs to your maintenance assessment fees. And in my opinion, I don't think the CDDs should take this over. This is just too difficult of a topic to manage and control. And if you do it the proper way, there are going to be costs involved with it. That's my personal opinion. Let me know what you think your opinion is. It is a very large community. The Villages does have 150,000 people, and it is growing. And I'm not sure what the best way to manage these age restrictions are. And either way you look at it, if the CDDs take it over, I think it's going to cost additional money that the residents will not want to pay. That is the video for today. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Happy Sunday, everyone, and stay safe. Take care.